morning, everyone. Happy Sunday or Monday, I guess, depending on where you live. Um, so yeah, today we are going to color some Valentine's Day pages, well, a page, because I just realized Valentine's Day is like this week. So clearly I'm not prepared for that one, but my husband and I aren't really big on celebrating Valentine's Day. I only end up remembering about it because, the kids will have stuff they've got to give to like their classmates. But let me zoom out for a second. Um, yeah, other than that, I don't really do much for Valentine's. So I thought it would still be fun though to color. And because Teresa Goodridge had just released this little 8-pack of pages on her Etsy, and she sent them to me, and I couldn't resist to click the link and buy them. So clearly I got problems. But hi, Mutt Nuts and Dee and Sonia and Brooke and Emily and Annette. And I think I got everyone so far. And then hello to whomever joins. So yeah, today I'm going to pick a page from here. I printed out all 8. I've actually been not printing all the PDFs I buy right away, but I printed out the 8 so that you guys could see them because someone will win a set or like the full set today. And then I think I'll do one for after stream as well because I know not everyone can join. Some people might be busy getting ready for the Super Bowl or who knows what on today. So let me show you what's in the 8 pages. This is like fresh off my laser printer though. So it's a little bendy at the moment. But yeah, I printed all 8. A couple are on tan toned, and that was not actually on purpose. I finally ran out of paper of my white Nina cardstock, so I had to quickly just use tan toned and then order more of my Nina paper. But it's like, oh shoot. But it's okay because the ones that printed on tan toned, I think I like them that way. So let's take a look at these 8 pages real quick so you can see them. So this is the cover. She releases like these little 8-page themed things on her Etsy all the time, by the way. So just keep an eye out, follow her shop. Oops, my camera went to move. Okay, so here's the cover. Normally I wouldn't print the cover, but I did it for you guys' sake. And then I'll show you the pages. So this one right here, love is in the air, and look, they're just floating in the air on their little airplane. That's cute. I'm a big fan of Teresa Goodridge, if you hadn't caught that from my channel already. So there's this one as well. This is what the cover page is. I was thinking of this one, but then I was caught by a few others. So then there's this cute little couple one. I had thought of this one too, but then again, I started flipping through more and I was like, ooh, maybe not. Would be fun to color all these this week if I had the time. So here's one that I was thinking of coloring because it has just a big, delicious cupcake. I'm on a diet and haven't had a cake or cupcake or anything of that variety in a really long time. So I need to live vicariously through what I color. But this one kind of stood out to me because I was like, oh my gosh, look at the frosting. Oh, But there's another one that also caught my eye. So here we have this one. This is super cute. Busy though, pretty busy. This one I would actually probably tackle with ink tints rather than like my Prismacolors, if I'm completely honest, just because of everything going on. All right, so I have a couple that had to print on tan tone. Whatever, it happens. But this will work out fine. This one's really cute. They're all carrying like these big old love letter or like the love letters, but it's super cute. And then there's like one of these pages. She does these a lot in her books where it's just kind of like an array of things. And I was like, oh, that's super cute. But it's this last one. Are we on the last one? That I was like, ooh, I want to color this one. So it printed on the tan tone, but it worked out great because it's got teacups, and now I don't have to make a lot of effort to make a white cup because it's already going to be easy to do. But I think this is the one I'm going to color because it has the cupcakes, so I get that wonderful satisfaction of a cupcake in my life. And then, yeah, I just loved the whole design in general. I thought it was super cute. So I think it's going to be this one. Although the gigantic cupcake one, where did that one go? Oh, here it is. I mean, the gigantic cupcake was tempting as well. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, this one's just standing out to me more. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. But yeah, so that's the 8 pages that come in her Valentine packet. And that is also the 8 pages that someone will get today during today's live stream. And then I'll probably do a little post-stream giveaway, like I said, for those who miss it. But yeah, I think I'm going to do this one. So I am going to zoom us back in, though, so you guys can actually see me color. So one sec. Whoa, not that much. Okay. Get my camera out of the way. I haven't picked colors because I literally just printed this thing out and was getting ready and lost track of time. I have been so engrossed in reading right now and working on my novel and diamond painting. I haven't had a lot of coloring time. And originally when I went to stream, I was like, I don't know if I have coloring in me. But then I saw this. It like literally popped up at the perfect time. So kudos to Teresa. Hi to all coming in. I made a homemade chocolate cake with homemade chocolate buttercream. Oh, that's just wrong to tell me. Just wrong. I did buy snacks for a Super Bowl. I'm not really going to watch it. My husband and brother-in-law are, but I want to go sit back and read my book. So let me get some colors. I think we'll start with the teacups. And I kind of want them like an off-whitish color. So let me grab some colors here. All right. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to pre-pick colors, but I figured whatever, we can share in the joy of the process. So I need my cream, white. Let's see. And the reason I'm starting with the teacups, let's see, we have 3 of them, is because they're kind of the center and I want to get those done and have them kind of set the tone for the page. Let's see, I think I'm going to grab my beige. Whatever that one is. There it is. Okay. And then I need just a tinge of something darker. Oh, the choices. I think I'm going to grab actually my my sienna brown. Okay. Look at that. Yeah, we'll start with that just so I can get the base of my cups down. Get all this stuff out of the way. But yeah, I think I might even use some stickles for some of the decorations on the teacups, but I wanted to get the teacups done. So I have grabbed sienna brown, beige, cream, and then white. Just because it's on tan tone doesn't mean I'm just going to slap down my white and call it a day. I am still going to build up the color, but we'll see how it goes. So I missed last week's stream, but things have just been very busy for me. My daughter's dance team, they're getting ready for competition, which is next month. And we all know February is a short month. Although this year's leap year, woohoo! So she's been having dance practices a ton, and next week, or I guess I should say this week now, she'll have dance every single day of the week, and I'm just dying inside. So I've been busy with the kids and my new job. So then when Sunday rolls around, I'm just like, I want to sit here and stare at a wall. So yeah, I ended up not streaming last week. And I will admit, between reading and writing, I've been doing a lot more diamond painting. And I think that's because when I get a little stressed or overtaxed or just, got too much going on. I've noticed I tend to lean towards diamond painting, but it's because diamond painting, at least for me, I don't know, for others who diamond paint, I almost feel like there's less thought behind it. It's just something I can relax more. I can listen to an audiobook because I'm really not thinking. Like I'm not when I color, it is relaxing, but I'm thinking about shading. I'm thinking about color schemes. I'm thinking about okay, light source. I want to place this here or there. Whereas with diamond painting, I'm literally just putting down the drills and calling it a day. So it's a little less stressful, I guess. I don't want to say stressful because it's not, but it just takes less effort. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Less effort from me. But I didn't want to skip another week of streams, and I'm trying to catch up on content for my channel. So I will get there. I will get there. Oh, thank you. It'll be interesting because this is her first year competing in dance. And so, yeah, she's really nervous. She's a hot mess, actually. And I guess I'm so used to it, like, because of my son. But this is new for her. So she's just a complete wreck right now. So I'm like, ask your brother how he stays calm. I don't know. But it'll be interesting. I think they have like 4 competitions between now and May. Well, March and May. Pretty busy, that's for sure. Yes, my store's still up and running. I did the February box. It's sold out now though. So that one's gone, but I did my February box, and I did cut back on wax melts just because I don't have as much time. But all the diamond painting stuff is up there. I actually have a February bundle coming out in the store probably this week if I can finish a few things up. In fact, my store has partnered, because I already partnered with LEP for the trays, but I have now partnered with Shimmering Canvases. So we're going to start offering some fun AB drills and stuff in the boxes and bundles. So it's going to be pretty cool. I've been partnering with some other shops on Etsy, and they're all really excited to like get in on the boxes. So it'll be fun. And then I'm in the works of talking with another store as well about adding some other goodies. So it's fun to collaborate with other small store owners and just kind of like create this monthly box, because then it gives them exposure. And also it just makes it more fun, I think. You get multiple stores in a single purchase. All right. Just need to add a little bit more shading here. Okay, tackle this side over here. I didn't angle my camera, so I do apologize. I'll try to keep my hand out of the way. I went to put my camera back on the tripod here, and my tripod kept swinging. So it's like I've got this makeshift rubber band thing holding it in place. It's quite pathetic. Oh, Australia. It's early for you guys. Well, late? Early? I don't know. Technically, it's definitely a different time there. Guess it depends on where in Australia, but yeah. After 1 a.m. So, I mean, I guess that's either staying up late or waking up early, depending on how you look at it. Let's see. I know the camera's not really showing my beige on this tan-toned paper. I might change out my camera. I'm not liking the color settings. Staying up too late, yeah. The other day, well, I guess it was a few weeks ago, but I actually woke up at 2 a.m. And I just could not fall back asleep because I was like so stressed. There was something on my mind I wanted to get done for work. And so I ended up just getting up at 2 a.m. and it was pretty funny because I messaged my boss and I was like telling her about something I wanted to work on, and I figured she would see it, in the morning. And then she messaged me back, and both of us were like, "Why are you awake? No, why are you awake?" Apparently, we both couldn't sleep and we were working. Oh man, that was a rough day. By like noon, I was like, "Okay, guys, I'm clocking out because I am done." But yeah. My new job is pretty stressful. There's a lot going on, very fast paced. I'm getting used to it, but it's just it's been a lot more adjustment than I had thought. Oh, I'm so sorry, Elise. That's got to be hard. I'm sorry. Putting down a pet is never easy. I always think about our huskies and like I know they've got quite a few years on them, but still sometimes I'm just like, oh, I wonder how my kids will handle when that happens. Not fun. I wonder if I should make one of these other. Maybe I'll make this one like a light blue color. Oh, my job? Yeah, I am the director of operations. Ironically enough, for an AI company. The reason I lost my last job, I went and worked for the enemy, as we like to joke, but no, I'm the director of operations over there. Super great place to work. They're really fun, awesome group of people. I had been doing kind of my own thing, and I knew the president of the company, so when she found out I wasn't working, she kind of reached out and was like, "Hey, want a job?" And I was sitting there like, maybe. Because I was doing my Etsy store, and I just didn't know if I was ready to dive into stress again. Stress of managing people really is what it was. I love operations, though. I love organizing and just making things get done, making it easier, finding ways to optimize. I like thrive on that stuff, but the hardest part that comes along with it is just managing people. It's quite stressful. And even more so because I'm an introvert, so me in conversations, very awkward. But yeah, that's what I've been doing since November. I was hired the week of Thanksgiving. So I worked 3 days, then went on break for Thanksgiving, and yeah. So I've been working there for 4 months now. It's flown by, honestly, because the other day I thought about it. I was like, holy crap, it's been 4 months. What on earth? Okay. Yeah, I think I'll make other teacups, like some light colors. I'm adding the white, but then I'm going to go over it with some cream and a little bit of my sienna brown just to make it more off-white. Because I actually don't want it super white. But because of this tan-toned paper, cream and beige don't tend to stand out very well. You almost have to put white down. If only I printed this one on the white paper before it ran out. I had a feeling I was going to do this page too, so I should have printed it first. But, hindsight and all that, 2020. Trying not to cover up these letters in case I use gel pen. I don't want to sit there and fight it. I know, it does kind of feel like yesterday when I quit that other job, to be honest. I had quit because I had gone down to part-time and it just wasn't satisfying anymore. And honestly, it wasn't worth the stress of being part-time. But I had, that's why I started my Etsy store and was doing other stuff. And it was kind of fun and freeing just to do whatever. And then, of course, I get this job. And right after I get this job, I suddenly got like this burst of inspiration to work on my book. So I was like, crap. So it's funny. I'll be sitting there at work and then like I'll have an idea. So I'll quickly like have to write a note and then just sit there all day like itching, like, I need to go write this down. But yeah, none of that inspiration would come to me while I had the time off. No. Let's just wait till I have a job to deal with. All right, now I'm putting my cream on top of this to take away some of the white. I may even actually just go with the beige. Let's see. Let's try it down here because I don't want to have to erase some bajillion layers. Oh yeah, that's going to work just fine. I know it seems like counterproductive to put the white down and then go over it with beige, but again, that's the only way you're going to get the beige to really show on this paper. And then that way it's not so white and bright. Yeah, the beige is working a lot better than the cream, I think. And I'll do the other cups in some light colors. Kind of like the teacups at Disneyland, a bunch of different colors. Gosh, I haven't been there in forever. Ooh, a velvet journal with bees. Do you have it on your channel or like in a haul so I can see it? Or if not, can you just send me a link? I want to see. It sounds pretty. I've been buying, like I write in my journals a lot. I don't know about you guys or if anyone here does journaling, like actual journaling, not like bullet journals and stuff like that, but I just sit down with a journal and I brain dump more or less. And it literally is a brain dump because I'll jump from one topic to the other. I mean, I save every journal. They're all in these plastic bins. My kids can inherit them later. They'll probably read it and be like, wow, my mom was a serious like whack job. But it's just because I literally let my thoughts just flow. And the reason I do that is it's kind of like you just unleash everything that's bothering you so that you can just not have it on your mind when you go to work that day. Or at least that's the way I do it. But, oh, I can hear kids screaming. Let's see, let me grab a different color. Man, my camera makes this look so much wider than it is in person. It's like glowing. But, yeah, like I just do actual brain dumps. Like I'll jump from one topic to the other. There's no limit. I just kind of go on a ramble sometimes. I want to do a light blue for that other one. Let's see. So let's grab the sky blue. I'm sorry if you can hear my children fighting. Hopefully they stop that. All right, and then I'll have my cream for that one. Okay, so we'll do a light blue, and then maybe, maybe a nice light green. I don't know. Let me see how this blue works out. I would send it to me on Instagram because I will never catch it in here. And you can't really leave a link in here anyways unless you're a mod. So yeah, just shoot it to me on Instagram. Not that I'll see it right away because I'm horrid at Instagram these days. But it will be seen. Oh, thank you. I didn't want to do pink nails for Valentine, so I just went with like this purple. Although in the light, it kind of looks bluish. Okay, I just have to sharpen. No, but I am traveling in March, so I will be traveling soon. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna do a little blue cup Oh, no, I didn't want my white. I wanted my cream. So for the blue cup, I have periwinkle, blue slate, sky blue light, and my cream. I'm going to start with this one, and then I may make the plate down here. But let's see. Yeah, I travel in March. In fact, I just booked my plane ticket, and then I realized I need to buy luggage because I haven't bought luggage in a while, and my old luggage is, well, yeah. I'm going to color right over these dots because I'm going to come back with either a paint pen or stickles to put the little doodads, or maybe gold. Do some gold, yeah. I don't know. But either way, I'm not going to sit here and painfully color around them. I got so much patience. Get this under here. I have started using the periwinkle color from Prisma a lot more lately. It's actually been one of those, I don't know, we all have those sets of pencils and there's colors like you rarely pull out, and periwinkle always just sat there. I don't know why, it's a beautiful color. It just sat there. But I've noticed lately I've been grabbing for it more. So it's kind of interesting to see how that happens. Oh, perfect. I'll take a look sometime today or this week. It's a miracle I opened Teresa's message and saw these pages because I'm so bad about Instagram lately. Oh, so bad. I have so many pages that I've taken pictures of, made all pretty, but legit, I'm just too lazy to take the time to post them, which makes it even more pathetic. Because I'm like, I have the picture. It's just the effort, I guess. I don't know. I need to like sit down one day and just schedule a whole bunch. So, but I also have multiple Instagram accounts that I'm managing. So I think that's another reason I just tend to fall off the face of the earth because I'm just like, oh, too much to do. Because I have one for my Etsy store. I have one for my diamond painting channel. What's the other one? I know that. Oh, my watercolor channel. I was like, I knew there was another one. So yeah, it just gets tedious. Need to hire me like an assistant. An assistant that will work for stickers because I don't feel like paying someone. I need to train my daughter or something on the art of Instagram and have her take it over for me. Just posting for me. In fact, I think what holds me back the most with Instagram is just the hassle of putting up tags. I'm like, oh, this is so much work. Tagging this, tagging that. I'm like, oh. Oh, color. Yeah, so I have a coloring journal, but my problem is I'm not the best at filling out that coloring journal. See, I need to get better about filling out my coloring journal for sure. Like most of the time, I just want to color, and so I kind of space like on writing down the color combos, and then people ask me, "Hey, what colors did you use for that?" And if it's Prisma, I can usually look at it and most of the time remember what I use just from the way the colors are. But if it's any other pencil brand, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just stabbing at the dark at that one. Okay. And I'm just gonna put this here, and then yeah, I'll come back and do the dots with like either stickles or a paint pen of some kind. All right, I need my other ones because I'm going to go back to like an off-white for this little teacup. Teacups are so freaking cute. I wish I drank more tea and less coffee so I could enjoy teacups. I could use teacups for my coffee. Yes, I do realize that, but I just can't sit there with a cup and saucer. Okay. I think I'm going to go over that with a paint pen Yeah, probably will. Is anyone coloring any Valentine's Day themed pages at the moment? It's okay. You don't have to celebrate Valentine's Day to color it. Like I said, I don't really celebrate it. Use mugs for the tea. Oh, see, then I'm doing just fine. Not bothering with the cups and saucers and all that. I drink tea in the winter normally, but this winter I really haven't found myself like reaching for it. But I used to drink tea like every afternoon in the winter just because it's warm and soothing and it was nice to relax too. I would cozy up on a chair and color. I just don't have time to do that anymore, so that's probably the reason why that tradition stopped. Like in the UK though, you guys tend to drink like different teas than what we typically would reach for out here. I mean, like I usually when I used to have my tea in the afternoon, I'd like either drink a Moroccan mint or my honey ginger one. I haven't been able to ever drink a black tea or like the Earl Grey teas. I can't seem to find the love for those. Something about the taste, I don't know. I do have like an Earl Grey and lavender one in my pantry that wasn't too bad. I need to break it out and try it again. Oh, Shannon, hello. If it ain't sweet tea, I don't want it. It just shows that where you live, my dear. You know, we don't really do sweet tea in Utah. I'm trying to think if I've even had an actual, like, genuine sweet tea. I don't think I have. I should. I love things that are sweet. Oh, Lulu Mayo. Does she have some Valentine's ones out? I haven't really looked at hers. I know, I shouldn't say hers because it's a publishing company and not really a person. I know Coco Yo had a really cute book. I kept waiting for it to like pop on the Etsy because I love Coco Yo, but hate the Create Space paper. But it hasn't popped on there yet. I need to sharpen these. Oh my, that hand crank sharpener takes the whole desk with it, doesn't it? It's better than the noise of the AF mat, I think. Maybe. Oh, it's like one of those books that just have some. That makes sense. I don't know what's up with this white, but it has been breaking. And it's on center, so I'm not sure. It could have just been the way it was shipped. I use Prisma a lot though, and I rarely get a dud of a pencil. So, and with whites and how often I go through white pencils, I can't even recall the last time I had a white one that broke like this one. So it's been a while. Because I do use my Prismacolor white a lot. Okay, there we go. Just needed some points on these. I was going to color originally because in her Gnomes book, there are some Valentine's Day pages. There's pages for like every season in the Teresa Goodridge Gnomes book. But then she came out with this entire 8-page adorableness of gnomes. So like, crap, fine. And I'm sitting here like, could I color a bunch of these all week to justify the fact that I just spent like almost $4 on this? It's actually not very expensive, by the way. But I mean, it is still $4. That adds up after a while. She has some other cute ones. There was like a flower one I had thought of, but then It's like now Valentine's Day is literally around the corner. I should probably color some Valentine's Day stuff. I need to get my kids' Valentine's Day stuff for school together. I've been such a bad mom in that department. I did order these really cute suckers, and I have a super cute idea. It's just a matter of if I'm going to have the time to pull it off for them. Because I guess what? Valentine's Day is, let's see, Monday's the 12th. So is it Wednesday? Is my math right? Valentine's is on Wednesday? I don't know. Like I said, my husband and I don't like celebrate it, you know. In fact, when we first started dating, I was like, do not buy me flowers on Valentine's Day, because buying flowers on a day you're just told to buy them makes it mean nothing to me. I like to be surprised with bouquets of cool flowers. All right. Yeah, it is Wednesday. That's what I thought, because tomorrow's the 12th, if I'm doing this right in my head. Let's see. This one has the same pattern as this one, so I guess we'll just... yeah, we'll go with both. And we'll have our little random blue cup. It's weird, though. There's no little handle. Must be hiding behind his hat, I guess, or turned behind. I don't know. So it's funny with Teresa Goodridge pages, you know, there'll always be those things where sometimes you question, like, where did that end or where does that begin? She does have kind of a funny style. And then when she colors her pages, most of it is done in like paint. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's like she color, or I guess paints them. So, and they look amazing. Okay. I want to get done with the saucers, but I wanted to tackle the biggest beast on the page first. And I have no color palette planned other than I know there will be pinks and reds, maybe. Yeah, cats eating the flowers. That's never good. That was the hardest part about Christmas was, you know, we have to be careful with like poinsettias and stuff because of our dogs. Not that all of my dogs would eat them, but one of them will eat cardboard. So she can't be left alone around that. Literally have to keep cardboard away from her. It's like she has pica for dogs. I don't know. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. Because I even asked the vet, and the vet was like, what do you mean she eats cardboard? I'm like, no, like she legit will seek it out and snack on it. Like it's the best thing in the world. And even the vet was like, I've never seen that. It's like, well, figures. It would be my wacky dog that does that. But yeah, like if we get Amazon boxes and stuff and we break them down, we have to put them in the garage and hide them from her, because otherwise she'll go snack on them. She is the goofiest dog. Tea and lemonade. Yeah, like the Nerf darts my dogs have eaten. I think it's because it does have a similar texture to a lot of dog toys. It's just not as durable. But yeah, the one that eats the cardboard. If you'd seen her, she's our sweetest husky named Indy, and she just has like the sweetest, most innocent face. She'll come and put her paw on you when you're like sad or having a rough day. She's our emotional support dog. And like when I'm typing on the computer, she'll just come and like put her head on my arm so that I can't type. So she's like super sweet, but just sometimes she is like the biggest derp ever. And apparently really loves the taste of Amazon boxes. So maybe they flavor them. I don't know. But yeah, like when we have bad windstorms, I have to have the kids rush out to the backyard and make sure no cardboard blew into our yard because she'll eat it. Okay. I'm not worrying about all these little little decor things because I think I want to make them sparkle. That's what stickles are for, and goodness gracious, I own enough stickles and they don't get enough love. Anyone own stickles for a long time? I'm kind of curious if they ever like just dry up and don't work. Because I was gifted a ton of stickles by a subscriber like way back when I first started my channel. And I went to use some the other day and they still work just fine. But every time I like see the rows of them, I'm thinking, gosh, I need to use those more because I'm always worried like they might dry up or something and not work after a while. Because I mean, even my glittery like folk art paint will goop and dry up, you know? So I'm kind of curious what the shelf life, if anyone has noticed, is for stickles. Unclog the nozzle. Yeah, I've had to unclog the nozzle. But yeah, I'm just curious if they end up drying up or, you know, like hardening to the point where you can't use them. But the clogging thing, yeah, I get that quite frequently, especially if I don't use them a lot. Let's see. What's the weather here like? The weather is freaking weird here. It's January. Well, sorry. No, we're February now. But we had like no snow in December. And of course, everyone in Utah was like complaining about it. And I'm like, why would you do that? You're going to upset the nature gods. And because of that, January, we just got freaking dumped on with snow. Thank you to all those people for whining about no snow. So it was really snowy all of January. And then it just like stopped and turned into rain. And now I'm really worried that we're going to have like what we had last year because we had so much snow in January and February, and then it turned to rain too early. And so as the snow was melting and all that, everything just got drenched and like everyone's basements were flooding and it was like a freaking nightmare before last spring. So I am really worried we're going to have that again just because of how much rain we've had lately. So we'll see. We're supposed to have more rain this week. But it's funny because it'll like rain and then turn to snow and then rain. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Back and forth. 107? Where the heck do you live? If you're converting it though, so I assume you're converting it from Celsius. Okay, let's see. What do I want to color now? I want to color something pretty. Not that these weren't pretty, but prettier. Okay, I think I'm gonna tackle the flowers. We have some flowers down here too. I'm thinking, yeah, we're just gonna do pinks. Lots and lots of pinks on this page. Can't go wrong with the color pink. So let me grab some out. Ugh. If I can reach my darn thing here. Okay. By the way, this is the neatest and most in order, and like these pencils are all sharpened to the same because this is my new set just for up here. My set downstairs that I actually color with every day is like a hot mess. So every time I come up here and like look for colors to color, you know, on streams or camera, I'm like, oh, it's so nice. Everything's organized. All right, I'm gonna grab some pink. I need, let's see, pomegranate. Where'd you go? Pomegranate. I'm gonna grab my Deco Peach. That'll be for a couple flowers, but I wanna like kind of change it up here and there. So I'll also grab a blush pink and light peach. Oops, not that color. I grabbed Tuscan red. That would have been a little bit off. Okay, got those ones. Maybe even... we'll see how that works out. These are pretty tiny flowers. All right, so let me just get these ones going. So right now I have pomegranate pink, deco peach, and I may use cream. I always like to just bring colors, the same colors throughout the page. Makes things match a little better. And these flowers, I don't know, I'm not going to do anything super fancy. Is that a flower or a leaf? Well, it's a flower petal now. Mm-hmm. Do love the pomegranate color. Not that it's anywhere near close to an actual pomegranate, but it's a pretty color. It's got that lovely like reddish pink thing going on. Mm-hmm. I'm so close to finishing my January diamond painting project. January started off a little busy, so I didn't finish it. But I literally have been like knocking out so many squares because I've been diamond painting so much. Like, I'm so close. I see the horizon. One snowstorm. Yeah, it's, I don't know, the winters last year, this year, they've all been so wacky. It's been so long since I've colored on tan-toned paper. So I always have to like remember the subtle differences when you're coloring on tan-toned versus white. I mean, for one thing, if you use a lighter color, it's going to pop a lot more. So if you tend to blend with like a light color, you need to kind of rethink like how that'll look when you put it on the tan toned, just because, like I said, it's going to pop out a lot more. And then also the surface of this paper is just slightly different than the surface of my white paper that I typically use. So gotta readjust. I usually only use Tantone for portraits, to be honest. I don't often do just like ordinary pages on it. Okay. But yeah, this isn't too bad. Let me circle it around a little. Just have to adjust my combos a titch is all. Ooh, and I'll put little stickles in the center. That'll be fun. Yes, make sure you put in the prompt. Nightbot will annoy us all with the prompt to enter. And like I said, because it's a PDF, it will be the, I do have a link in the description to the PDF, so you can see what's in those 8 pages. It's open to anyone. I know my last giveaway, I couldn't do open to everyone. And I always feel bad because I don't want to like punish people because they're not in the US, but I've got limits, so got a budget these days. But yeah, this one will be open to anyone who can receive email. And I guess, of course, 2 YouTube rules, must be over the age of 18. So there's that too. Toss that one out there. And then I'll be posting a post review, well, giveaway too, just for anyone who misses today's live stream, because I know I have been so inconsistent with actually streaming on Sundays that a lot of people won't show up today, because it's like lately it's pretty much hit or miss if I'm going to show up. And I feel really bad about that, by the way, but I think things will slow down eventually. But yeah, just make sure if you put in the prompt, only do it once, because I do have like a spam filter on. If you do it twice by accident or you're like helping someone out, it's not a big deal. It's just I do have the spam filter on to prevent like it from counting it as multiple entries is all. And also, when I do PDF giveaways, I do repurchase it. So Teresa gets paid for each one. So I'm not using the one I bought. I buy another one just for the giveaway. right. Little pops of like sage green would be really cute in these now that I think of it, but I'll put the sage green into the leaves actually. Love sage green. Hi, Kathleen. No worries, lick away. 86 degrees. I want that. I want my February to be 86 degrees. Thank you. So for those who own Prismacolors, what are your 3 favorite pencil colors? If you own them and use them. I'm always curious. Yeah, 80 anything would be nice here. I always get kind of cranky though in the summer. I can live with the 80s, but once it like creeps above 90, that's when I'm just like, ugh. A bunch of people at my work are moving to our home office in Arizona, and they offered for us to move as well. But I decided not to because desert life is not for me, and my kids are just so engrossed in sports and everything here. It wouldn't have worked out for us. And we'd have to get rid of the huskies too, because you can't have a husky in Arizona. That's just not fair to them. They need snow, despite the fact we haven't really gotten much out here. Yes, only 3. You have to pick 3. I mean, because if I said, for me, I probably got like every single color in. Okay, let's do math. I have like 144 favorite colors because the only ones I hate are these ones right here. But see, that's why we got to limit it to 3. So pick your 3. Let's see. Pale sage, magenta, and pumpkin orange. Oh, Brooke, you're a girl after my own heart. I love pumpkin orange. Love it. Let's see. What do we got? Sunburst yellow, dark red, yellow orange, Tuscan red, dark green, and pumpkin orange. Ooh, Shannon, you're speaking to me as well. I used all those colors for fall pages. I went through like 4 pumpkin orange pencils and also stole my daughter's because I was waiting for my Blick order to come with my open stock pumpkin orange. So she's short a pumpkin orange pencil now and a mineral orange. Whoopsie. Let's see. Scarlet Lake, burnt ochre, Prussian green. Oh, the Prussian green. That's a good, good choices. Good choices. Sorry if I missed some entries. The chat does move while I'm coloring. And because I don't have my mouse plugged in, scrolling upward is quite the adventure that we don't want to try. Let's see. Oh yeah, pumpkin orange for skin. That would work. That's a good one. I actually don't use oranges often in my skin. But that's because a lot of the colors I already pick are fairly orangey, so I end up having to tone it down with either grayed lavender or one of my greens instead. But it all depends on the colors, that you're using. I mean, I don't know how many pencils I own technically, but I haven't actually counted the number. I'm pretty sure I'm close to the 2,000 mark myself, especially because I've acquired more since I did my last collection video. But I will be destashing a lot of my pencils here soon. I'll do a video for that. I need to do another book destash. The last one didn't go so well because I just had too many people not responding. So the next one, I think I'm going to make some different rules on it. But I have a ton of books I need to destash. Every time I go to add something to my bookshelf, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the one that takes it down. It's going to break. It's just going to, yeah. So far, it's holding on strong, but barely. There's just so many books I don't use. Lime peel, lilac, and processed red. Oh, I love lime peel. Absolutely love it. olive green, processed red, and hot pink. I actually have one of my favorite combos has processed red and hot pink, but I love the olivey greens, all of the olivey green line in Prismacolor. But I really do love like whatchamacallit, lime peel, marine green, moss green. Oh, so lovely. Pretty, pretty colors. Heck, even their green ochre. You know, I like them all, but let's see. If I had to pick 3, oh gosh, this is hard. Let me look at my chart in front of me. If I had to pick just 3 for myself, it's like asking me to pick one of my children as a favorite. If you ask my older 2, they'd be like, we already know who it is. Okay. I would have to say my 3 favorites are Dahlia Purple. Oh yeah, Dahlia Purple. Oh crap. It's hard to narrow between these 2. All right, Dahlia Purple, Kelly Green, and Pale Sage. Yeah, we're gonna go with those. Even though, like I said, I love them all. Let's see. Powder blue, pale sage, and oh hey, Dahlia Purple. I didn't even look till just now. I agree with those choices. All right, let's see. We had some flowers down here. There they are. I'm gonna do one in this combo and one in the other combo. I love the Dahlia Purple. It's such a pretty color. I do have the new ones. I just still haven't used them though because I still have old ones. I'm just kind of using it up, but it's really not a big color shift, so it's kind of like, whatever. I'm glad though now you can get the new colors open stock without having to fight every time they come in stock. That frenzy has finally died down. That was getting incredibly annoying because I was like, I just want my pencils. And the box sets don't have the new colors in them yet. Some will, but like when you get them on sale, those box sets, I guarantee, will not have them, and they will not have the older colors either. Instead, you'll get some blenders and extra white pencils and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind when you see Prisma 150 sets on sale. They won't have the new colors or the old ones. You'll just have like fillers. And it sucks because they don't actually put that as a disclaimer in the listing. I actually reached out to Amazon about that, and I'm sure Amazon doesn't care, but I did make a comment like, hey, you guys need to make it clear just because some people don't know that, and they're going to be completely confused when they're trying to fill out a color chart and be like, wait, why don't I have this? Okay, let's try this other combo here. Ooh, chartreuse. That's a lovely color. Yeah, they typically do the filler as the whites and blender pencil, from what I've seen, because I grabbed a couple sale sets, and that seems to be the way they're leaning. But like I said, I did make a comment to Amazon. I left a review on it as well, because it is, I mean, technically they are shorting you pencils. I made it very clear that I did not pay for 150, but that's why they're on sale. One of the many reasons they're on sale. So just keep that in mind if you see a sale set. You're not going to get the new ones in there by any means, or the old ones, because those have all been phased out. I still grab them though, because it's like an incredible deal. Like it's $105. So that color did not turn out how I wanted. So I'm going to just change it up. Go back over here with this color. I like the pomegranate more. Okay. Because the other one's just too light. I need to add some color in here that we can actually see. There we go. No, because even Blick has on their website that the 150 count set does not have the new colors in it yet. So you can message Blick and ask when they will get it, but I could just tell you right now, if you message Blick, you will, message them one day, you'll get one response. Message them the next day, you'll get a totally different response. And then message them once more, and you'll get a response that's not even close to what you've been told before, because I swear they don't even know what they're saying. So you can message Blick. I just don't know if you'll actually get a really good answer. Ooh, 149. That's not bad. But yeah, I mean, Blick's something else. I've learned over the years of dealing with them. Their customer service reps are not all trained on the same response. And I love how when I had reached out to them about their own markers, they kept referring me to look at Copic instead. I was like, so you don't want me to buy your markers? Okay. I'll buy Copics then, since you've sold me that they're a better buy. I don't necessarily think that was his intent, but yeah, he just kept saying, well, you should look at Copic if you want that. And I'm like, okay, well, I think I will then, thanks. But yeah, Blick customer service is oof. Instead, if you want, I would call like a local Blick store if you have one and ask them. They tend to know more, to be honest, than the people online. Let's see. Hi, Rebecca. Take a drink of water. Okay. Now that I'm making these pink, I don't know if I like that choice, but I want the banner to be a different color, so yeah. No, yeah, I'm gonna do that, because these bows up here will be pink. These ones down here will either be red or a purple. And then I'm just going to probably do like something across the top. I don't know. Something. It'll come to me. I do want to break out my pretty greens for the leaves. And then the background, I don't know. It'll depend on all the colors I put down, I guess. So is anyone actually watching the Super Bowl today? Care about the Super Bowl? This is totally missing a line here, so I'm just going to make it. Like I said, I have no intention of watching it, but we don't even have cable, so I have to like sign up for a month of Paramount Plus, I guess, is the only way to stream it, just so my husband and brother-in-law can watch it. I'm gonna read in Time and Paint. Let's see. So, yeah, listen, I am literally watching the Super Bowl, or should I say venturing into the living room and kitchen during the Super Bowl solely for the snacks. That's the only reason I show up. I'm not really there. My mom is a big 49ers fan though, so she's super excited. My youngest daughter is a Swiftie, so of course we know who she's rooting for, even though she has no clue what she's rooting for. Instead, she says she wants Taylor Swift to win, and I'm like, she's not playing. But yeah, it's adorable. So she'll be watching it solely for that and the glimpses of Taylor Swift in the audience. But yeah, I'm probably not really going to watch it. I'll just peek in every now and then, grab my snacks and go. You're going to watch it while reading, Shannon? You're there for Usher and Rebecca. Yeah, I'm curious, what are you reading? I'm let's see, I just started a new book that I'm reading called A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's been out for a while. It's nothing new. But I actually really like it so far. It has mixed reviews, but I don't tend to read reviews because I don't know. we all read and take in text a little bit differently. So I'm just gonna see where it goes. But so far I'm liking it. In fact, I was reading it just before this stream because I'm like, ooh, what happens next? I must know. And then I was like, oh crap, I gotta get ready for my stream. Oh wait, Wings and Ruin, is that the same part of the series that I'm reading? Because I know the book I'm reading, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're reading the same series. How funny is that? Then don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Is the first book good though? Because I'm like already like addicted to it. So I'm like, oh, this is so nice. Plus, let's just say good-looking fairy men is fun to think about. But yeah, I'm on that series. It's I just started the first book, but already I'm like, oh my gosh, this is lovely. I did see in a lot of the reviews that like the second book is where it got even better, but honestly, I was like I got interested right into chapter 1 solely for just the building the writer does. Like she is so descriptive. Like even that first scene where she's just hunting in the woods, like I legit felt like I was freezing my butt off in the woods trying to shoot at a deer like she was. So I really like this author's style. And then I do have the audiobook so I can diamond paint and still keep listening. But yeah, I'm not even I don't even think I'm a third of the way into the first one, but already I'm like, this is so cool. Why have I not read this before? It's been out for like ever. The middle of it was a snooze fest. It's kind of like like there's Hunger Games. I absolutely hated like the second book. I was sitting there like falling asleep. Like, can we be done with this already? So I mean, there's always those things where you're just like, all right, get on with it, move on. But other people think differently. That's why I always say, like, I don't pay a lot of attention to reviews because I just kind of want to see for myself. And she has 2 other series as well. So I'll be checking those out once I get up to like finishing this one. The first book isn't super long, but what is it? The second or the third one that's like a monster. One of them like makes a major leap in page count. Because I remember looking at the whole series and I was like, holy crap. But is it 4 or 5 books in the whole series? I can't remember. But yeah, the author is amazing writer. I really dig her style. Throne of Glass I've actually read. I'm not gonna lie, I got to book 2 of Throne of Glass. I got mad and then I was like, I'm not reading it anymore. I can't say why I got mad. So maybe I'll message you, Shannon, later and tell you why I got mad. But yeah, Throne of Glass I had started and then I got so ticked off. I was like, no, I'm not reading this anymore. So yeah, it was pretty disappointing. But yeah, Throne of Glass is really good. I actually like her writing style better in that one. But this one's pretty good. And then she has that other one. Crap, what is it? It's like something under the sun or city. I don't know. I saw it because I followed her on Amazon. But yeah, she's got another one out there floating about. But I think they've been talking about turning A Thorn, A Court and Roses into a TV show. And I'm like, ooh, this could be fun. Crescent City. Yeah, that one. I saw that one on the list. Okay, on my camera, this pink looks like really, I don't know what's going on. Let me adjust This is bothering me because it's not even. Yeah, that's what I said because I saw they were slating it, but I guess Hulu is the one that's looking into turning it into a show. So I am kind of curious how they're gonna do that because I was like, this is a little woo. But yeah, I'll have to tell you why I got mad at A Throne of Glass because it started out good and then I was just like, I hate this now. I'm trying to adjust some of my colors here because my pink bows and everything is so washed out. It's bothering me. Hang on. So I'll like look up at my camera or not my camera, my screen, and I'm like, okay, it looks way different. Of course, this is also why, oh, come back here. This is also why I will take a picture after every stream because it tends to just look, there we go. I'm just fixing my saturation a little without making it look fake. All right, well, that's gonna have to do for now. Yeah, I've heard the second book. It's a little, hi there. I don't mind though. I read all of the Game of Thrones books. You can't shock me. I'm not delicate to that stuff. But yeah, I have heard the second book is like, whoa. And I'm sure I'll be into the second book by like tomorrow evening at the rate I'm reading this one. So but yeah, it was Skinemax. It's Hulu that I guess is looking into turning it into a TV show. And Hulu could get away with doing that, and pulling it off. So I don't know if they're actually going to follow through, but yeah, it's one of the ones that they have been looking at. It's kind of like with any show though that comes off of a book series, you're always like, it's going to twist into a different way no matter what. No one ever follows the books exactly. And there's a few reasons they do that. I mean, if it followed the books exactly, you'd already know what's going to happen. So you're like, well, meh. I'm reading it with one eye closed. I can't tell you what I got annoyed at Throne of Glass without like ruining it, like doing a total spoiler for those who have never read it. So I'll have to say it in private because I don't want to throw out any spoilers because it is a good book and a lot of people really love that series. I just got really mad so, for a really dumb reason, but I was just like, ugh. And I got into like how far into the second book, and that's when I got all sorts of ticked and abandoned it and moved on to this series instead. So it's like, well, screw that. Let's see. The prequel to figuring out A Throne of Glass. I know there's some like novellas for A Throne of Glass too. If I remember right, A Throne of Glass is the one that has the most books. But yeah, I do like this author. I don't know why I'd never found her before. And then those other two, it looks like, are almost 700 pages. So for Pete's sake. Okay, I did turn up my contrast a little, but now these colors just look bolder than they are. So whatever, I can't win. I don't feel like fiddling with all the colors for the entire stream. I will just take a picture after like I normally do. Yeah, I just don't want to ruin it for anyone who does want to read that series because a lot of people love that series. And I'll probably go back to it just because I hate leaving books unfinished. But yeah, there's just some problems. But it's okay because I've got this new series that'll probably occupy me for a bit. I will say, though, that this author is really good at making a super stubborn female character lead. Like, they're all so headstrong. It's, like, insane. She really enjoys, like, sticking to that little trope there. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just something I noticed. Like, she really likes that. Girl power and all. Bye, Paige. I haven't read the Outlander series. Like, it was one of the TV shows someone told me to watch, but I never even read the books, and I've heard you should read the books. So I haven't personally. Honestly, I stopped reading for a long time, but now that Audible is a lot more affordable, because back in the day it was just not. So, but now that Audible is, I'm getting a lot more books read just because I can listen to the audio version while I'm like diamond painting or coloring, and then go back to reading the Kindle version, when I'm not. So I just get more read. Because I have the Audible thing where I get 1 free credit a month, and like I hadn't bought any audiobooks in a while except for Stephen King's Fairy Tale. So I had like 4 credits stored up, which was good because I used them on Throne of Glass, and then I'm using them for this one that I'm on now. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take a picture after since it's still kind of washed out. But let me grab some leaf colors. I'm going to keep the leaves really simple. I'm probably going to just do some Kelly Green and Pale Sage. All right. And then I'll probably do the giveaway here in a second. So if you haven't entered, you'll probably want to get on that. And then, so for the live stream giveaway, as in like the one right now, we're in here, you do have to be in the stream to be the winner. I'll have an after stream one where I'll do it with the Google form and give people a chance to get into that one. But for the one that's actually drawn and given in the live stream, I got a frog in my throat, you do need to be in the stream at the time your name is called. Obviously, need to be over the age of 18. And then, of course, the usual disclaimers. It is not sponsored, endorsed, yada, yada, by YouTube or Teresa Goodridge. I am purchasing the PDF set for you. So yeah, all that fun stuff. Gotta love the disclaimers you gotta throw out. And then I would just keep an eye out. Either today or tomorrow, I'll post the one for those who missed the stream, but also those in the stream. It'll give you a second chance to possibly win. I did not finish coloring right there. That is fabric. Let's see. I'll have to think of a good prompt for entering the post-stream one. The choices. I've heard of Scribd, but I'll have to look into that one. The only reason I've been doing Audible is just because it's all tied to my Amazon, and I am very lazy. So if I can have it all on a single platform, I'm just gonna do it. So it's kind of a... Plus, I do like, does Scribd sync? Because with my audiobooks, it syncs with my Kindle. So like when I go to pick up my Kindle and keep reading, it picks up where my audio book had left off. So I'm not like manually having to thumb through it all and find it. So that's one thing I really like about just having those two tied together. And then If I don't have Audible credits, when I buy the book on Kindle, they usually bundle the audiobook so you get it cheaper. So that's what I end up doing. But yeah, we'll see. Into the giveaway, there is a prompt. It's should like Nightbot should pop it up soon, but it's love to color, but like love as in, love, and then the number 2, and then color. I was trying to think of something catchy and I hadn't had enough coffee. So I was like, that's what we're gonna get, I guess. I don't know. Not necessarily a fan of it, but all right, let's color Everland. I'll have to look, but yeah, it's also about the integration part. Oh, see, there's Nightbot right there with it. Let me grab some colors to do their noses. Okay. Maybe that's why I like the gnomes, because you don't have a ton you have to worry about coloring. Like skin-wise. It's just a nose and a bunch of hair, and then their clothes. Like, you have more clothes to color on them than anything else. I do want to mark a little bit of white on their nose, though. It's a good thing I didn't pick ink tints, because I wouldn't have been able to use ink tints on this tan toned. That looks just hideous. Yeah, I was thinking it probably doesn't sync with it, just because Audible and Kindle are kind of like, as one. And that, like, I know is like a silly reason, but like legit, I'm too lazy. I want to be able to just pick up my book and it remember where I left off, because sometimes I don't even remember where I left off, if I'm being completely honest. Because there are those days where I'm like, crap, where did I leave off? You get busy at work and then you get angry because you can't read your book. I have those days. All right. No, it does not have to be in caps. The caps don't matter. I just put it in caps because it's easier for everyone to read or see. The only thing is you do have to spell it correctly. So that's why I was trying to do something that couldn't accidentally like mistype. Okay. I'm going to do a drawing for it. So hang on. Okay. So if you haven't gotten it in, type really, really fast, because I'm going to push the button once I get over to that screen. All right. Let's see. So Nick. Oh, and Nick just entered it. Good timing. Good timing. So, Nick, you just need to email me with your email address. Hang on. Now I got to type. Oh. Sec. I can type, I swear. So just email me so I get your email address, and then that way I can purchase a copy and send you the PDF file. And then I saw, I can't do audiobooks while driving. I know a lot of people do, and it like makes complete sense. And I listen to like business or self-help ones while driving, but like when it's into like fiction books, I can't do that while driving for some reason. I think it's because I want to just sit and relax and like literally absorb the world around me, and I'm pretty sure that qualifies as major distracted driving. So that's probably why I don't do it, but I know a lot of people do. I just can't. I've tried so hard. Let me zoom out so you guys can see where we left off. I will take a picture though, because like I said, on my camera, it always looks so much wonkier no matter what I do. I need to get like my other camera set up, but there we go. So this is what I have so far done. It doesn't feel like I accomplished much, but whatever. But I'm probably going to just keep doing this in like pinks and purples, because one thing I love about Prismacolor is they do indeed have a lot of pinks and purples to play with. And then I'll add in some reds and all that. I want to fantasize. And yes, Emma, that's the other problem with this book series in particular. You should not read it while driving because of certain scenes in the book. I haven't even gotten to those scenes yet, but I have heard about them. So, like, yeah, my kids in the car with that. Oh my gosh, never, never. But yeah, that is another reason you probably should not listen to those books while driving or operating any machinery for that matter, or probably even like cutting vegetables while you are making dinner. Just sit alone while you read it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna keep this going with the pinks, purples, maybe not even have red in it. I don't know. I'm not feeling red. I'm really over reds thanks to Christmas. So maybe I'll just stay clear of that and go for the pink and purple. Put in one headphone. I can't do that while driving though, but when I am listening to the audiobook while I'm diamond painting, I have my full noise canceling headphones on. But yeah, that's about as much as I go. So, all right. You had it on loud at home. Like, oh crap, hang on. You did not hear that, child. Yeah. I mean, I have heard the stories, and I'm pretty sure within the next chapter that I'm on, I'm going to get to one of those scenes of some way, because, yeah, it's definitely leading that path, but I will make sure to not have it loud on my headphones. That's hilarious. Kids, cover your ears. So yeah, that is it for today. I have got to go off and clean my house because apparently people are coming over here for the Super Bowl. I wanted to just sit and not entertain, but whatever, fine. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday, and if you're watching the Super Bowl, hopefully your team wins. And yeah, I will be back next week, and then I'll get that stuff up, like I said, with the giveaway. And as always, I'll shoot a picture of this just so you see it. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Sunday and a super awesome week ahead of you, since it is unfortunately Monday tomorrow. So take care, everyone. Bye now.